Hello students, I am Asha Shahu and you are watching channel Exam Track. How are you? I hope so all of you are fine. Okay, in this video I am going to explain about nephron. Okay, in the last video we have explained the excretory system, okay, and human excretory system as well. Okay, so after that this one okay, one more topic, nephron. So what is nephron? Okay, and how it works, okay, these are very important thing and you need to understand. Okay, so first of all, let us start. Nephron. What is nephron? It is a structural and functional unit of kidney. It is what? It is a structural and functional unit of kidney. Okay, it means without this we can't imagine kidney. Okay, if it is not present, then we can't form a structure of what? Kidney, and kidney can't perform their function. Okay, without this nephron. So nephron is a very important part. Okay, it is a structural and functional unit of kidney, like cells. Okay, I'm comparing with the cell. Cell is the structure and functional unit of living organism. Okay, in similar way. Okay, and if you see about 1 million of nephrons occur in each kidney. 1 millions of nephron. Okay, can you imagine? Both kidney contains, okay, how many nephrons, and each nephron has its own complete identity. Okay, and it a single nephron act as a filtration unit. Okay, so a single nephron, it is written also here, a single nephron has its own complete identity. It means it work individually. Okay, okay, it never help other. Okay, it never take help others also. Okay, it has its own complete identity. Okay, and one important thing, this one, difference between nephron and neuron. Okay, sometimes students get confused. Okay, difference between nephron and neuron. Okay, in exam if it is given nephron they write usually neuron, and if it is given neuron they write nephron. Okay, but don't get confused. Okay, these two quite like similar in pronunciation, but having a bigger difference. Okay, how? Nephron, already we have a study here. Okay, it is a structure and functional unit of kidney. While neuron is a nerve cell. Okay, it is present in our brain. Okay, it is a structural and functional unit of nervous system. Okay, so I think all of you are understanding. Okay, yeah, and one more difference is there. Neuron, if once get damaged, we can repair it. Okay, for to whom we can repair? Neuron. Okay, but in case of nephron we can't repair. Okay, if a human contain how many of what nephron at a time of birth, that is actually fixed. It never increase. Okay, it never increase, rather than it decreases gradually. Okay, with the age of with the time. Okay, so there is no increment, there is no increase in the number of nephron. Okay, so it's a very important thing. You all of you note down, students. Okay, nephron is a structural and functional unit of kidney, and while neuron is a structural and functional unit of nervous system. So there is a big difference. Okay, okay. I think you will never confuse after this. Okay, okay. Now if we go for the structure of nephron. Okay, so a nephron consists of two parts. Okay, basically it is formed of two parts. Okay, what are that two parts? First thing is Malpighian body. Okay, and second one, the renal tubule. Okay, Malpighian one I will show you. Okay, in the diagram also. Malpighian tubule. Okay, it also again it is divided into two parts, Bowman's capsule and glomerulus. Okay, Bowman's capsule and glomerulus both join to form Malpighian body. It is also known as Malpighian corpuscles. Okay, both are same. Second thing is renal tubule. Okay, tubular structure apart from this Malpighian body known as renal tubule. Okay, it has four different parts. Renal tubule. Okay, what is this? PCT, LOH, DCT and CD. Okay, I will explain all this term. This short term for your memory point of view I have given. Okay, PCT, proximal convoluted tubule. Okay, LOH, loop of Henle. DCT, distal convoluted tubule. And CD, collecting duct. I think you're having no problem. Okay, and again loop of Henle having two portion. DLOH, descending loop of Henle, and here ascending loop of Henle. Clear? So these all are the parts. Okay, and one thing, important thing, glomerulus. If we see the structure of glomerulus, okay, glomerulus itself, it has evolved from the developed from the afferent arteriole. AA for afferent arteriole. Okay, and EA for efferent arteriole. Okay, glomerulus has developed from afferent arteriole and efferent arteriole has developed from the glomerulus. Okay, so now no confusion here. Okay, so let's start, student, here. Okay, now for the diagram. Okay, this is a simple diagram of nephron. Okay, it is easy to draw. Okay, not so difficult. Okay, now here we will level, okay, one by one, so that you can understand which part is there. Okay, so now first of all, this is Bowman's capsule. Okay, I am labeling here. Bowman's capsule. All of you are absorbing here now? Okay. And this one, glomerulus. This part is glomerulus. Okay. Now you come here. This one, afferent arteriole. This is what? Afferent arteriole. Okay, this is mentioned here, AA for afferent arteriole. And this one, efferent arteriole. Clear? Okay. And this one, glomerulus. And this one, the PCT region. Okay, this region is known as PCT region. Okay, PCT, I am here writing term, full term, proximal convoluted tubule. Clear? And this one, LOH, this region particularly known as LOH. Okay, this one, LOH, loop of Henle. Okay, now this side is and this one going downward direction. Okay, so this one known as, this one blue color, D L O H. Okay, DLOH means descending loop of Henle. Clear? Okay, and again it one moving on an upward direction. Okay, so it is known as ALOH. Okay, this one arrow is clearly, okay, visible. Okay, this one. Okay, so this one going upward direction is known as ascending loop of Henle. Ascending loop of Henle. Okay, and this one going downward, so that's why I named that descending loop of Henle. Okay, and this basically total area is known as loop of Henle. Okay, it is a U-shaped structure, a loop-like structure. That's why its name given, loop of Hanner. Okay, so now students, no confusion, all of you are understanding. And this reason, actually, again, it is a tubular convoluted structure. This one known as DCT. DCT. This reason known as DCT. DCT. Distal convoluted tubule. All of you are understanding? All of it is visible? Okay. Now, this is known as collecting duct. Collecting duct. Short form, it is given here, CD. Okay. Now I'm explaining one by one. Everything is mentioned. Okay. Now one more thing. This one, renal venule. This one what? This one. Okay. Renal venule. Okay. Clear? So everything is mentioned here. Okay. Okay. Everything is mentioned here. Now we are moving one by one. Okay, see, Malpighian body. Okay, it is given here, Malpighian body. This whole portion is known as Malpighian body. Okay, this one, it consists of Bowman's capsule and glomerulus. Bowman's capsule and glomerulus. Okay, and glomerulus, it is what it having two parts. Okay, afferent arteriole and efferent arteriole. Okay, efferent arteriole, afferent and efferent arteriole. Okay, actually glomerulus is what? It is a bunch of capillaries. Okay, bunch of blood vessels. Okay, it is kept here. Okay, blood vessels, and it has itself arised from afferent arteriole. And what is afferent arteriole? Anyone? Afferent arteriole, it is nothing. It is a part of artery. Artery when subdivide to form arteriole. Okay, and it is a part of renal artery. Okay, so that's the name given, afferent arteriole and efferent arteriole. Okay, and it is present in portion of glomerulus. And Bowman's capsule, it is a cup shaped, you can see C-shaped cup structure. Okay, is known as Bowman's capsule. It is a double wall structure actually. If you can understand, see here, these are two wall, double wall structure. Okay, Bowman's capsule. Okay, now no confusion students. So this part is clear. Okay, what is A? Afferent arteriole. EA, efferent arteriole. Okay, afferent arteriole, it brings the blood, okay, in a glomerulus for filtration. Okay, in a Bowman's capsule. Who brings blood? Through which blood vessels? Through afferent arteriole. And through efferent arteriole, after filtration, it passes. Okay, it passes through this afferent arteriole. Okay, again and again it will mix up. It will combine with the renal venule. Renal venule is what? Renal venule is a part of what? Renal vein. Okay, and and renal vein, again it will join to the vena cava, and vena cava will carry the blood to the heart for the further purification, right auricle. Okay, so now it's very clear concept. Okay, so now it is PCT. Then renal tubule, second part is what? Renal tubule. From here it starts from tubular portion. Okay, so PCT, proximal convoluted tubule. Okay, so it is given here proximal. It means it is a front. It is a front portion of the Bowman's capsule. And convoluted means tube. It's the rounded turning form. Okay, and tubular means tubular structure. So that's my name given, proximal convoluted tubule. Clear? Then LOH, loop of Hanner. You said loop of Hanner. Okay. DLOH, LOH is very clear. Okay. Now DCT, distal convoluted tubule. Okay, like PCT, DCT. DCT is a distant part. Okay, it is away from the Bowman's capsule. So that's why name given DCT, distal convoluted tubule. Okay. And the next thing is last portion, collecting duct. It is all whatever the urine will form, that will be transported into the collecting, that is a common duct for various nephron. Okay, They filter the blood and filtrate whatever the filtrate that contains. So an important thing also that will reabsorb in a tubular portion, little loop of Henle. Okay, and after that the last thing, that is the urine will form, and that will be proceeded to the in the collecting duct. This is all the process of urine. So this process will discuss in next video. Okay, so this I think all of you understanding. Okay, and I hope so you have understood also. Okay, so any confusion you can ask, and you can give. Okay, ask question in the comment box. Okay, then thank you, goodbye, take care. Okay, and please like the